Hello guys, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Me and my friends we are students from Unica BEM25103. I would like to present about Python programming language and our project that has been given from our lecturer. My name is Kholil bin Baharudin, and my friend's name is Aiman bin Azman. Our subject's code is BEB25103. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to talk about what is Python programming language. A programming language is a set of rules of communicating on algorithm. A programming language is a notational system for describing computation in a machine-readable and a human-readable form. Python is a high-level programming language. Python that are written in high-level language is required to be processed before they can run.
Actually, what is a Python? About Python, did you know Python is an open source, general purpose programming language that's easy to read and powerful. Secondly, it is an interpret language which do not need to be compiled to run. Python is high level language that will make a programmer focus on what to do instead on how to do. Writing programs in Python is less time consuming compared to another language such as C program.
Okay, for the features of the Python, first, it is easy to code, and then it's free and open source, object and oriented language, high level language, portable language, and integrated language. So first, this Python language is easy to code compared to the other language such as C++, C or Java, and it is free and open source, object and oriented language, high level language. This Python language is commonly used with a person or a company to make a programming system. Okay, portable language and integrated language. So next.
Variables. Variables are nothing but reserved memory location to store values. This means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in memory. For example, x equal to y, x equal to 5, y equal to John. If you type print x, the output will be 5. If you type print y, the output will be John. Just follow the variable that you have given.
Okay, for the operators are used to perform operations on variables, and operators are the main building block of any programming language. Operations allow the programmer to perform different kinds of operations on operands values. For the example, print 10 plus 5. So these operators used for the calculation of the mathematics.
Data types. Data types are classification or categorization of data items. Python supports the following built-in data types. For example, numeric, sequence type, boolean, set, and dictionary. For decision making, decisions in a program are used when a program has conditional choices to execute a code block. Let's take an example of traffic lights, where different colors of lights lit up in different situations based on the condition of the road or any specific rule. For example, for decision making, if statement, if else statement, and nested if statement. If else is actually we have two choices, and nested if we have more than two choices.
Okay, for the control flow, loops in programming come into use when we need to repeatedly execute a block of statements. For example, suppose we want to print hello world 10 times. This can be done with the help of loops. The loops in Python are while and while else loop, or for and for else loop. For the functions are generally the block of codes of statements in a program that gives the user ability to reuse the same code, which ultimately save the excessive use of memory. acts as a time saver, and more importantly, provides better readability of the code. So basically, a function is a collection of statements that perform some specific task and return the result to the caller. A function can also perform some specific tasks without returning anything.
So this is our task. This is the short from our task. You are being hired as a programmer with a finance department. Your first task is to design a computer system titled billing system.
Okay, I would like to present about our flowchart for our task. So this system will start with the print of the name of customer, address, IC number, or number call of the customer. After that, it will show the number of calls that the customer make, such as when the number of call is 200 and below, the charge will be 0. It means it will be free. And if the call of the customer 200 between 200 to 500, the first 200 the call will be free or 0, and after 200, the number of call will multiply with 1 ringgit. And after that, if the cost of number for the customer is 500 and above, the call for the first 200 is free, and the next 300 between 300 to 500 will multiply with 1, and then the next 500 and above calls will multiply with 2 ringgit. After that, the system will read the delay of the customer payment. So one day of delay of payment will be charged 2 ringgit. If the customer haven't not delayed, it will charge 0 ringgit. It means that this penalty will be given to the customer when it's delayed to pay the payment. So the bill will total up, and it will the system will ask the customer if it is a student. So if the customer is a student, the customer will get discounts 10%, and the total of the bill will be deduct 10% if the customer is a student. So the total bill will be printed out with the discount that we have made.
This is the source code from the Python. Firstly, the bill will show this is your mobile bill for this month. After that, the bill will show the customer name, the address, the customer number telephone, the bill number, the bill date, and the payment due date, which is the last date that customer must be complete the payment. For the how to calculate the bill, firstly, the program will ask for a number of calls. So for example, if number of call less than 200, just now Kholil just said that if below 200, the call will be 0. The charge will be 0. So bill equal to 0, the formula. If the call is between 200 and 500, the formula will be different, which is bill equal to 200 times by 0 plus calls minus 200 times by 1. And if call is above 500, call more than 500, the formula for the bill will be different, which is 0 times 200 times 300 multiplied by 1 plus calls minus by 500 and times by 2. So the last bill is equal to bill, which is the nested if at above plus 100. 100 is the what we call Kholil 100. 100 is the cost that
Because of
every customer must pay, even if even the call is below 200. So last print payment for calls. This is payment for calls only, not include delay penalty and the other condition. Okay, next we go to the delay, which is late payment, delay of the payment. If delay more than 1 day, penalty will be given, which is the formula is penalty equal to delay times by 2, which is 2 days, 2 ringgit. Delay is in days. So if no delay, if the customer paid paid before the payment due, delay is equal to 0, so no penalty are given to the customer. So the formula is bill is equal to bill, which is the bill that I've taught before, nested if two. Bill plus by penalty, which is penalty is equal to delay multiple by 2. So the program will print total amount due, which is bill. Secondly, the other condition, which is if you are not a student, please insert 0. If you are a student, please insert 1. So the program will ask, are you a student? So the customer must insert either 0 or 1. So if the customer is a student, is not a student, so they will not given a discount for the monthly bill. If the customer is a student, your mobile will give 0.1, which is 10% discount from the bill. So the formula for customer which is a student is discount is equal to 0.1 times by bill. So the last output is bill is equal to bill minus discount. Bill is equal to bill. This bill refer to all of the condition, which is number of calls, delay, number of call and delay. So minus by discount. If the student, if the customer is a student, so the discount will be 1 or more lah. If customer is not a student, the discount will be 0. So last, the program will print the total bill. So this is the output of the coding. So for example, if number of call is 350, payment for call is 250. Where can we get 250? We can refer back to the formula in the source code. So the late payment is 2 days. The total amount due is equal to 254. And if the customer is a student, so they will get a discount 0.1 or 10% discount from the bill, which is 254. So the 10% discount will give 228 ringgit and 60 cent. That is the total bill for the customer. Okay, the end.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.